Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is an FV217. It's the Tier 10 British tank destroyer, the Badger. Game started and, well, it's on the north spawn of Mountain Pass under the command of Marky 12. Now this Badger actually replaced the Death Star in the tech tree, and well, some people like it, others don't. It's not really a Death Star, no, it's not really a proper replacement, but it does have pretty good armour at the front, so it's pretty difficult to destroy from the front, but from the rear it's fairly easy to kill, because it's fairly light armour at the rear. Let's see how Mark 12 gets on in it. T30 up ahead, 155mm gun. Well, the gun on this one, as you can see, is 123mm. I think that's the 32 pounder with 480 alpha. And object 263, you have to aim for the lower plate, and he gets it in, bouncing the rounds that are coming at him from the Pantera. None of those are going to penetrate. 90mm guns, shells as well. They just won't penetrate, so he's already earned 720, well actually 1,880 blocked damage, because he also blocked a shot from two shots from a standard B. I'm pretty sure he blocked the shot that came from the 263 as well. Yes, he did. 440 off him. So he's blocked 1,880 so far. And the T30 is going down to look and find out where the enemy... Oh, well, they are still there. Now, there is a Death Star in the pool at the moment, I think, or with the bowl, as I like to call it. That area around F4 to F5 and G4. Now, the FV217 183, the Death Star, could do a lot of damage to this Badger, so I think he's actually, for the moment, holding back from going down there until that Death Star's well and truly pummeled to death. And he has gone. Okay, so Death Star is no more. So Marky could move up right now, and in fact actually it'd be to his advantage to move up, because there is enemy Arty in the game, and the enemy Arty must know where he is, because he hasn't moved. If he's showing on the minimap, he could be hit, blind hit, by the enemy Arty. He's just not moving up yet, but I think he ought to. I can't see why he's holding back. Tortoise is going up. There is a lurver on the bridge road, but he's right at the far end. And oh, I think that's probably what he was looking at, the mini-map. Yeah, he was seeing that our guys were not doing rather well on the western pass, and it looks like the enemy's broken through and they're on their way to the cap. And he was trying to make up his mind, should he go down towards the enemy cap, or should he try to defend his own? And I think he's decided that he needs to defend his own. Probably the wise decision. If he goes up the ramp, he can probably do a lot of damage from up high, but that would expose his lower plate, so I think staying low would probably be the best choice here. GW Tiger P's decided to go up the ramp. Let's hope we don't block his path. Oh, well, Marky's decided to go up top as well. I'm not sure he's going to get up there in time to stop the M48 Patton and the enemy tanks from doing some serious damage. Yep, they're all streaming towards our guys, and the thing is that this means being up high like this means the enemy's probably going to get shot to his lower plate. First shot on the Progetto, yep. No, he's just trying to hide his lower plate at the moment. Yeah, this rock is actually good for that. But he will get hit by Arty, more than likely. Enemy shots are hitting the rocks around him. Patton takes around 452. He's bouncing around some other players. But Arty will eventually focus on him because they know he's the only player who can block all of the enemy tanks from making their way into the cap. Yep, that was an Arty round just exploding nearby. I think it... Yeah, there you go. Lorraine 15551 just fired a round in. And that round actually impacted on the roof of the vehicle. GW Tiger P, I don't understand what he's doing there unless he's trying to suicide against the rock, which is not a wise decision. He should be trying to get involved in the game. Instead, all he's doing is just sitting there doing nothing. Okay, now can he get a shot? That Patton doesn't want to come around that corner. If he does, he's going to get absolutely mullered by this gun. T-30's out of sight. Of course, at this moment, the enemy Arty can't see Marky, but he must realise that he's here. Yes, he has been seen now. Okay, the top of the Patton saw him. Either that or the T-30. He must pull back, otherwise enemy Arty will have him again. But what he can deal with in the meanwhile is that Scorpion G on the Lake Road. And then he could turn his turret to deal with the T-30. Yep, there's the Scorpion. He is in sight. Thank you very much. Oh, and the shotgun trolls him there. That could have so easily been a kill on the Scorpion. Or at least badly damaged him. There's only 3 players left on his team. He's going to have to pull a rabbit out of the hat this time to win this one. Because remember, the GW Tiger behind him is not effectively doing anything. And very soon, an Object 263 and a Standard B are going to come up behind him. And there goes the T-30 for 510. But it's not a kill. Just needs to keep working these guys. Can't hit the Patton, he's behind the rock. But he is going to be coming out from behind the rock now. Because he and the GW are the last 2 players in the game. And I can't see that GW taking part very much more. Patton. Gone. So he's completed a mission. Now where's that T-30? Can't see him yet. Oh, and the enemy Scorpion's actually got around. There goes the GW Tiger. So he's now facing 5 opponents all alone. This is going to be a hard ask because this is at tier 10, remember. But this is a really good tank destroyer. But he's been hit by the Arty again. Can't see. Oh, the shot actually landed on that side there. Scorpion's trying to shoot into his side. The Standard B managed to get one in his lower plate. So he needs to get rid of these guys. Standard B goes. 263, you have to hit the lower plate on the 263. And he's managed to sneak up here. Well, he's going to try and hit the side, and he does, and takes out the 263. The Scorpion's next. Hello, Mr. Scorpion. Yep, bye-bye, Mr. Scorpion. There's only 2 players left, but he was tracked by the Arty, and we can't see where the round landed. Oh, and there's the T-30 on the enemy team. Now, that's a gun that can do serious damage, but the best thing he can do now is get rid of that guy immediately. Just go for it. Yep, there you go. He's gone. That means there's only 1 enemy left. And it's the Arty. But, yeah, he just needs to turn to get out of this position. Enemy Arty is going to have difficulty landing a shot in there, but he might be able to get closer. So it was on for Kolobanov because it was 5-1. So, all he needs to do now, find the enemy Lorraine and take him out, or just cap out and win. That's it. If the Lorraine runs away, all he needs to do is cap out and win. He's not going to go across the bowl, he'll go across the bridge. It's the most obvious, it's the quickest. The Barack's player is actually saying Kolobanos medals, or Kolobanos medals. Some of them are saying cap, some saying kill. I don't think the Lorraine's going to give him a chance. I think the Lorraine will run away. I'm pretty certain he will. It does deny the team the extra XP for killing all of the enemy, but he might as well. But it's going to be if he caps out, it's definitely going to be a win anyway. Oh, you can see where the other shell landed now. It's showing now. It landed right on the front of the vehicle. You see there where the shell actually impacted the mantlet and the front armour. It just goes to show how strong the Badger is. It really is. From the front, so long as you keep the enemy in front of you, it's okay. If the enemy manages to get to your sides, as the Scorpion did, then you can shoot rounds into it. And of course, Arty are perfectly capable of putting rounds into it. Even the Standard B was able to put rounds through the lower plate. I'm not sure if they're... Oh, they are visible. Yeah, you can see that round there. 2 rounds went through the lower plate. And that's because he was higher than the enemy. Made it easy for them to look up and see right into his lower plate, put the shells in. Well, he's got enough time to cap out, and it's all up to the Lorraine to find out where he is. And if he can get enough resets, then he can force a draw. But to be honest, I don't think that's likely to happen. The Lorraine is one of the faster Artys in the game, so he can easily run away if he needs to. There's no way the Badger can catch him, but the Badger just needs to cap, that's all. And he needs to pick a spot in the map, in the cap, where the enemy Arty is not likely to fire. And the best way to do that is actually to pick the edge of the map, half in, half out of the map, because the chances of him hitting you right on the edge are virtually negligible, and he's doing exactly that. When you're half in, half out the map like this, it makes it very easy. Plus, of course, from this position, he can still look both directions. Now, whether or not the Arty will work that out, I don't know. But I suppose the Arty might be thinking he'd be closer to the hill, because that way the Arty would have to get really close to see where he is. It would be possible for the enemy Arty to sit in those bushes and fire rounds. Oh, he's not. He is somewhere else. And I suspect he's somewhere over on the west side of the map. Or somewhere near his cap, actually. Probably grid square E3 would be a good place to fire on his cap from here. It would be a very bad place to fire from just north of here in say grid square E9. And there's 2 shots. He won't get a third. That's it. He hasn't got the reload time, so this is definitely going to be a win and a definite Kolobanov for Marky. No more rounds. He won't get another one. It's unlikely to happen. And there it is. He's won by capping out. Well, the Arty tried, but failed. And so it's a victory. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats and see how well he did. Well, it was a first class tank for Marky 12 in the FV217 Badger. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He managed to get 5 in that one exactly. A duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him. A fighter for getting at least 4 kills. He got 5. And a 5 for effect and shell proof. Out of the epic medals and the battle heroes, well, he actually managed to get the Kolobanov's medal, the medal that everyone would like to get for standing alone against 5 enemies and defeating them all. He got Steel Wall for blocking the most damage in the game, and he also managed to get an Invader, of course, because he capped out to win and got at least 80 cap points in the process. Let's have a look at the team score. Didn't get the highest damage in the game. No, that actually went to the Object 430U, who got 5,225 hit points of damage, picked up the high caliber. He did pick up the 3rd highest damage in the game. Was it second? Second highest damage, sorry. 3,562 hit points. And the Prototypo Standard B, who actually did do some damage to him, got 3,558. So he was only 4 hit points behind. That was really close. And so he was the third highest damage. When it came to kills, of course it was Marky. He managed to get 5 kills in that game. The Badger on 25 ton managed to get 4. And then we got the Scorpion with 3. And when it came to base XP, it was the Badger on Barask who managed to get 1086. Mainly because he did a lot of damage in terms of hit points, but also probably a lot of spotting damage. 673 upon detecting, yes, so he did do some there. Second place, of course, on XP was Marky with 957, and third was the Badger at 25 ton with 954. He fired 14 rounds, got 11 direct hits and 10 penetrations, damage of 3,562 hit points, of which all of it was at close range. 16 hits received from the enemy, 2 penetrations, 12 non-penetrations, and 5 hits by way of splash damage. Those were the shots from the Lorraine. 4,200 hit points of damage blocked by armor. Yes, he blocks a lot, mostly because they were firing at the front of the vehicle. 1 enemy vehicle spotted, and 6 enemy vehicles damaged, 5 killed, and he managed to get 100 cap points and 44 defense points, because yes, the enemy were capping when he took out some of them. On a free-to-play account, he earned 27,227 credits, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, he actually ended up with a small loss, 4,975 credits. He received 957 base XP, and that's all he took away, 957, but what a game that was, to earn a Kolobanov that way. Yes, very, very difficult actually in the Badger when you're one-on-one with that many enemy tanks with the ability to penetrate you if they can get the shell in the right place, but none of them did. So yeah, it was a bit surprising in that sense that the enemy screwed up and allowed him to take the win away from them as well as he did. So congratulations there to Marky 12. Yeah, you certainly did it. You pulled it out, pulled the rabbit out of the hat exactly, and well done to you. Thanks for watching.